Have you ever wondered why understanding human weaknesses is essential, not for manipulation, but for empathy and support? This question may seem odd at first, but let's consider it a bit deeper. We're all human beings, intricate assemblages of strengths and weaknesses, constantly navigating the complexities of life. It's these weaknesses, these vulnerabilities, that make us human, that make us real. They come in various forms, from fear and self-doubt to perfectionism, and the inability to express oneself effectively. Understanding human weaknesses is not about exploiting them for personal gain. It's not about using them as a weapon to harm or manipulate others. Instead, it's about empathy. It's about understanding the struggles that every individual faces, the battles they're fighting internally. When we understand someone's weaknesses, we can better empathize with them. We can provide the support they need, help them overcome their struggles, and guide them towards growth and self-improvement. This understanding allows us to see beyond the surface, beyond the masks that people often wear. It allows us to connect with others on a deeper, more meaningful level. Moreover, understanding weaknesses isn't just about others. It's about self-awareness too. Recognizing our own weaknesses helps us accept ourselves as we are, warts and all. It encourages us to strive for improvement, not perfection. It fosters resilience and self-compassion, encouraging us to be kinder to ourselves when we falter. So, human weaknesses, as intricate and varied as they are not something to be feared or exploited. They're something to be understood, to be empathized with. They're a fundamental part of the human condition, a part that we should embrace rather than shun. As we continue this journey, we'll delve into some specific examples of common human weaknesses. We'll explore how they manifest, how they affect individuals, and how understanding them can lead to empathy and support. Remember, knowledge of human weaknesses should be used for good, not harm. Let's delve into some real-life examples. Consider John, a brilliant professional, but paralyzed by the fear of public speaking. John is a shining star in his field, frequently recognized for his innovative ideas and problem-solving prowess. However, his fear of public speaking has become a stumbling block in his career progression. John's case is not an isolated one. Glossophobia, the fear of public speaking, is one of the most common phobias that people experience. It is estimated that around 75% of individuals suffer from some form of speech anxiety. This fear can be debilitating, causing people like John to miss out on opportunities to share their insights and ideas on a larger stage. This fear often stems from a fear of judgment or criticism. John, for instance, worries about forgetting his lines, stumbling over his words, or not being able to answer questions from the audience. These fears, while seemingly trivial to some, can be overwhelming to those who suffer from glossophobia. Understanding this fear is the first step in providing the right support and resources to overcome it. For John, this could mean attending public speaking workshops or joining a local Toastmasters club where he could practice speaking in a supportive, non-judgmental environment. It could also involve seeking professional help. Cognitive behavioral therapy, for example, could help John to challenge his fear-inducing thoughts and replace them with more positive, constructive ones. Techniques such as visualization and deep breathing could also help him manage his anxiety during public speaking events. Understanding John's fear is not about exploiting it, but about empathizing with his struggle. It's about recognizing the barrier that is holding him back and providing him with the resources to conquer it. In doing so, we are not only helping John to unlock his full potential, but also encouraging a more compassionate, understanding approach to dealing with human weaknesses. In understanding John's weakness, we can empathize with his struggle and support him in overcoming it. Now let's look at Maria, a talented artist crippled by her quest for perfection. Maria is a painter of beautiful landscapes and vivid portraits. She's got a knack for breathing life into her work, making each piece a captivating spectacle. Yet despite her talent, she struggles with a formidable adversary: perfectionism. Perfectionism, in Maria's case, is not about striving for excellence or pushing herself to improve. It's about an unyielding demand for flawlessness, a relentless pursuit that leaves no room for mistakes or imperfections. It's a voice in her head that persistently whispers, "It's not good enough." This struggle with perfectionism has often hindered Maria's creativity. She'd spend hours agonizing over each brushstroke, fretting over the smallest details. She'd discard canvas after canvas, unsatisfied with her work, unable to see the beauty others saw. This relentless quest for perfection left her feeling drained and unfulfilled, her love for art waning. But acknowledging this weakness can be a powerful first step towards overcoming it. Perfectionism, after all, is not about the pursuit of excellence, but rather the fear of failure. Recognizing this can help Maria reframe her perspective. Instead of viewing her artwork through the lens of perfection, she can learn to appreciate the beauty in the imperfect, the charm in the flawed. She can start to see each brushstroke not as a potential mistake, but as an opportunity to express herself authentically. By acknowledging her struggle with perfectionism, Maria can begin to make peace with her imperfections, to understand that they don't detract from her talent, but rather, they contribute to her unique artistic style. She can learn to silence the voice in her head that demands flawlessness, and instead, listen to the one that encourages creativity and authenticity. Understanding Maria's battle with perfectionism allows us to provide her with the support she needs to thrive. We can encourage her to embrace her imperfections, to view them not as flaws but as integral parts of her artistic expression. It's not about eliminating the struggle with perfectionism, but rather about learning to navigate it, about transforming it from a crippling weakness into a strength. Because in the end, it's the perfectly imperfect details that make Maria's artwork, and indeed Maria herself, truly beautiful. Finally, let's consider Alex, a promising athlete, yet constantly grappling with self-doubt. Alex, a rising star on the track field, is known for his unwavering determination and agility. However, beneath the surface of his athletic prowess lurks a constant shadow of self-doubt. Despite his numerous victories and commendations, Alex often questions his abilities, wondering if he's really up to the mark. This self-doubt, although invisible to the naked eye, is a powerful force, capable of affecting his performance drastically. Alex's story isn't unique. Many of us, like Alex, are often plagued by self-doubt, questioning our worth and capabilities. It's a common human weakness, one that can sneak up on us in our most vulnerable moments, undermining our confidence and hindering our progress. But what if we told you that recognizing this self-doubt could be the key to overcoming it? Yes, you heard that right. Identifying our weaknesses is the first step towards turning them into strengths. In Alex's case, recognizing his self-doubt can help him address it and work towards building self-confidence. Acknowledging this weakness allows Alex to understand that his doubts are not a reflection of his abilities but merely a product of his mind. With this understanding, he can start to challenge these doubts, pushing himself to believe in his capabilities and strive for excellence. Imagine if, every time self-doubt crept into Alex's mind, he chose to view it as a challenge rather than a limitation. Suppose he decided to use this doubt as a motivator, a reason to train harder, to run faster, to aim higher. This shift in perspective could transform his self-doubt into a powerful tool for self-improvement, propelling him forward in his athletic journey. By recognizing Alex's self-doubt, we can provide him with the encouragement and confidence he needs to excel. Acknowledging his weakness isn't about using it against him, but rather, it's about helping him understand this part of himself better, empowering him to rise above it and become the best athlete he can be. Remember, our weaknesses don't define us, but how we choose to deal with them can certainly shape our path forward. So what can we learn from John, Maria, and Alex's stories? Well, each of their narratives paints a vivid picture of the human condition. We've seen John grapple with the fear of public speaking, Maria's struggle with perfectionism, and Alex's fight against self-doubt. These are not isolated cases. They are a reflection of the broader spectrum of human weaknesses that we all, in one way or another, grapple with. Understanding these weaknesses is not about exploiting them or using them against individuals. It's about fostering empathy, compassion, and understanding. When we comprehend the fears and insecurities that others wrestle with, we're better equipped to relate to them, to connect on a deeper level. For instance, knowing John's fear of public speaking could prompt us to offer him support, perhaps through resources on public speaking or even a simple word of encouragement. In Maria's case, understanding her struggle with perfectionism could lead us to reassure her that it's okay to make mistakes, that perfection isn't always the goal. As for Alex, being aware of his self-doubt could inspire us to affirm his abilities, to remind him of his strengths when he forgets them. Moreover, understanding human weaknesses can help us build stronger relationships, both personally and professionally. It allows us to communicate more effectively, to offer the right kind of support, to be more patient and forgiving. It's about seeing the humanity in others, acknowledging their struggles, and offering a helping hand when they need it. In essence, understanding human weaknesses is a powerful tool. It can foster empathy, build stronger relationships, and provide the right support to help individuals overcome their weaknesses. It's about recognizing the shared human experience, the collective struggle, and the common journey towards overcoming our fears and insecurities. By understanding human weaknesses, we can not only empathize with others, but also help them in their journey to overcome these obstacles. Let's use this knowledge for good, to uplift and support each other.